Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting off in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies got 11 hits overall as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-2. The Braves allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Nats 1-0. The Cardinals put up 16 hits on the day as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 9-6. The Minnesota Twins tallied 5 home runs overall as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 11-9. The Diamondbacks snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the best.
Daytime baseball from the home of the Phils since 2004, Citzens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Miami Marlins and the Phillies. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Philadelphia Phillies.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Into the box is the leadoff hitter Cameron Maybin, and we are ready for baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Miami, right fielder Cameron Maybin.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Hernandez over to his left, and the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting second, shortstop Miguel Rojas.
So striding in, Miguel Rojas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, it's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. It's a solo shot for Justin Bour. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead. Here's Starlin Castro.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins are on the board first, thanks to a moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Dan Straley gets the ball for Miami in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last one wasn't a particularly good one. Only pitched 2 innings, and they're going to need more than 2 innings from this guy in this one. So hopefully in between that start and this one today, he ironed out what went wrong between that one and the one he's about to pitch into today.
And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, it's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Swinging a soft liner. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third,
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Now the 2-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Tapper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Miami's out in front, 1. Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Striding in, Derek Dietrich. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Ball and a strike.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
2-2 the count. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Count is full.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Pulled toward right center field. Pereira will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Martin Prado now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami third sacker. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there. 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
2 out, nobody on. To the left side, but it's well foul. Just got a piece up the line, but that one rolls foul. Hit hard on the ground to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So now Carlos Santana. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's 0 for 4.
Carlos Santana.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Bohr. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Mike.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike one.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And that misses for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Bouncer up the middle. To his left, Rojas. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, home of the Liberty Bell, the cheesesteak sandwich, and the Phillies. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Up next from Miami, Dan Straley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Cameron Maybin now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're on top 1-0. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's 1 for 3. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
3 balls and no
You know,
strikes.
when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, A 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Full count. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Rojas stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. So one gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East, and you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And he lays off the pitch up and in. Ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And the 3-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Lifted in the air to right field. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Arrieta.
Stepping in now, Jake Arrieta. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll lunge forward to take this ball in the air. So quick instincts there will foil the bunt attempt.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Rojas, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Justin Bour. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. The 1-2. And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Slow grounder to first. Santana right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Ready for another chance. Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Castro Makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Odubel Herrera comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Odubel Herrera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
1-0.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Liner toward right center. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. So stepping in, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. First offering on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there. Now the throw.
0-1.
But he'll hold on to it as he'll just regroup here. Herrera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Shoots this one over to first. Moore fields it cleanly, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael.
So stepping in, Michael Franco, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3. Left for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0.
Leading off for the Marlins.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Debro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Just keeping him float. Martin Prado now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Seared down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here's another 0-2, and that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Up next for the Marlins.
Riding in once again, Dan Straley. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
The next 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Marlins strand a pair, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Up next will be Nick Williams as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. Williams leads off second with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. Ripped down the first base line. Moore loves it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, a base hit in his first trip. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is strike two, swinging. Two balls and two strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. Has a look, now the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Coming in is Brinson. He gets there as the runner breaks for home. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cameron Maybin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a flare out toward right center. Hernandez ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Hit back up the middle. Crawford has it. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Phillies have elected to.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Justin Bour will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they're up 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jake Arrieta. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Arrieta.
First pitch coming, here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
No strikes.
1-0 home. Is taken for ball 2.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
On the ground to the left side. Prado's throw to first gets him one away.
The batter, second baseman. Cesar
Digging in once again,
Hernandez.
Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Maben. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Odubel Herrera, he's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Here's the 1-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Citzens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Starlin Castro. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Nice job there, taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford gloves it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The left fielder, number 32, Derek Dietrich.
Digging in and looking for more, Derek Dietrich. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Here it comes, 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Count remains at 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
1-2 is the count.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and it brings the Phillies back even now with one apiece.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
So now Carlos Santana. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. No outs, nobody on. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Maikel Franco will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Ready once again, Maikel Franco. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Maben is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, right fielder,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Williams. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Brinson. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon, all even at 1 apiece. Striding in once again, Martin Prado. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
third baseman, Martin Prado.
Luis Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
57, Luis Garcia.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's outside.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. The 1-0 is a ball below the zone.
2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Taken strike one on the inside corner. Now the 2-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Up next from Miami, Lewis Brinson. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Garcia has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Bases are empty, one man out. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Number 12 will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Score remains tied 1-1. Nick Whitgren is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64.
Ready for another shot now. J.P. Crawford. He was a ground out victim last time up.
J.P. Crawford.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing and a ground ball hits a Prado at third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, pitcher Luis Garcia.
Trevor Plouffe will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 70, Trevor Plouffe.
In there, no balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Smoke toward third. Prado's up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Edebray Ramos will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Cameron Maybin. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's the 0-1. And a ball diving into the dirt. A swing and a miss. And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the 9th.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Ramos, a 25-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Hit on the ground to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Bohr.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Bohr. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Franco gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. All squared up even in Philadelphia through 8.5. The Phillies have a chance to walk it off. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rojas up the middle and not in time. So there you go. The possible winning run is on to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Here's the first pitch. Grounded to the right. Gloved by Castro. One there. On to first. A double play.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The 1-1 home. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And the throw in gets away from him.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2 out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this.
So now Carlos Santana. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. And the Phillies are going to pull this one out. They walk off a winner.
Well, that at-bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene, and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Philadelphia came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Edobre Ramos claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Philadelphia Phillies. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Marlins, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Our paid attendance at Citzens Bank Park this afternoon, 43,500. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Marlins 2-1. The Mets grabbed 13 hits in the game as